For the bell work, they only give us one side. AB is equal to 8. Here's AB. I'll highlight it in blue. It's 8. And that's all they give us. And then they ask us about BC over here. They say, how is BC, how does it compare to 4? Well, just looking at that initially, you say, you've only given me one side. How am I supposed to figure out, how BC compares with 4? And of course, the answer lies here with the fact that they gave us these x's. All these x's are the same. What should the x's add up to? This is a straight line. AC is a straight line. What should x plus x plus x be? Well, they should add up to 180 because the straight line's 180. Remember that? Straight line's 180. Yeah. And we've been drawing half a circle like pi or 180 degrees. That's how, if we had this set up like this, we'd say, if I go from here to here, that'd be 180, right? We're kind of thinking about that anyway. If you go halfway around, it's a flat line, right? That's 180. So these three, they have this symbol right here, this arc. That means they're all equal. So if there's 3 of them, and they should add up to 180, how much does one of them add up to? Well, how much is one of them? 180 divided by 3. What's 180 divided by 3? 60, thank you. So x is equal to 60, and we see this is 90 degrees, right? So this must be 30, right? If we have a 90 and a 60, we have to add up to 180 inside of a triangle. So 30, 60, 90. Okay? So now we can say, oh, you know what? I can take the sine of this 30 right here. I can say the sine of 30. What does the sine of 30 equal? You remember SOHCAHTOA? SOHCAHTOA. What does SOHCAHTOA tell us about the sine of 30? It's that's right, opposite over hypotenuse. So what is the opposite of sine of the angle 30? The opposite of 30, if you look at the big triangle here, the opposite of 30 is BC. That's what we're kind of interested in, right? So we say that it's BC for the opposite over the hypotenuse. What's the hypotenuse? Okay, AB, and they told us that AB was 8, right? So it equals 8. And if you guys remember the reference triangle, let me erase this so I can draw a reference triangle. Do you guys recall the 60, 30, 90 triangle? What were the sides on this thing? 1 down here, 2 out here, square root of 3 here. So if I had the sine of 30 here, what would I have in this situation? The opposite, which is 1, over the hypotenuse, which is 2, in other words, 1/2. The sine of 30 you see is 1/2. Okay, so this is equal to 1/2 as well. And at this point, we have enough to solve for what BC is. We can say BC times 2, so we'd have 2 BC, is equal to 8 times 1, the top and the bottom here. Okay. So we divide both sides by 2, and we'd say BC, the side BC is equal to 4. So if you're asking me to compare A, which is BC, and B, which is 4, I would say that A equals B. In other words, BC equals 4. BC equals 4. So if we're comparing them, the answer is they're equal. All right, so we started with one side and we got further than we thought we would.